Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, to the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by who their forefathers seized who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his name is Yahushai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalil, and this video is on the prophecies of Yahweh Shemishai that are getting ready to come to pass. And why is that? Because we're at the end of the rulership of the Edomites, who are these so-called white people. All right, and with the end of their kingdom comes our kingdom, the kingdom of Israel, ruled by Yahushai, and a kingdom that will be established here on earth, and a kingdom where, as it is done in heaven, it will be done on earth. So the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shemishai will be established within the world, okay? And also, just in general, right? Because in the scriptures it does say, in my Father's house there are many mansions. All right, so this isn't the only planet that exists. All right, but the laws, statutes, and commandments will be established in this realm, okay, as it is where Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, is and dwells, okay? So this is all coming, and we're going to be experiencing some end time prophecies, right, as we're currently in the end game, right? And if you play video games, you'll understand what I mean by the end game. But we have some prophecies too that are coming, or that have already started. Jacob's trouble has already started. All right, World War III has already started. All right, the things that we're to look out for regarding, measuring the time diligently, right? Such as the uproars of the people around the world, the frequent earthquakes, these are all happening. We're in the midst of all of these things. In the book of Matthew chapter 24, Yahushua lets us know, all right? And you see, when I mentioned Jacob's trouble and World War III, having already started, they have started, but they're going to become much, much, much worse. The situation that we're in is going to become extremely terrible, right? And let's not forget the pestilences that are to come, the famine that is to come all over the world, as the Lord Yahweh Shemishai said that, where is it at? In 2nd Ezra chapter 15, and I'm going to go straight to the point, in verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So the entire world is going to be experiencing the judgments of Yahweh Shemishai. All right, and in Matthew chapter 24, let me go to it, because Yahushua speaks on this. All right, Matthew 24 and verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? The end is not yet. And what's the end? The destruction of America, which is Mr. Babylon the Great. But even before that, Yahushua will return and will deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from America. Then America is going to be destroyed, right? And Yahushua is also going to deliver the elect from the four corners of the earth. And it says it here, I believe in verse 20. Where is it at? Gather the elect. Well, there's so much here. So much is happening right now. Even at verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right? So this is happening literally at this moment in time. And so the gospel is being preached right now. So, as it says, and then shall the end come, right? Because this word has to go out to the elect, right? The elect have to be woken up, right? Where is it at? I think it's here. Well, down further down is the return of Yahushai, right? When Yahushua returns, all right. Matthew 24 and verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken, right? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man, which is Yahushua, coming in the clouds, which are the chariots, so-called UFOs in this world of heaven, with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, right? So from the four corners of the earth, man, the elect shall be saved, right? When Yahushua returns. Okay, but before all of that happens, we have some prophecies to come forth, right? Especially, and really, that mark of the beast prophecy, which is that mark chip, right? That is the major prophecy to look towards right now, okay? Because unless this prophecy is fulfilled, the mark of the beast prophecy, the destruction and the salvation cannot come, right? Not until that is fulfilled, right? So those other prophecies come after the mark of the beast prophecy is fulfilled, right? So it is important to keep note of that when also observing the times, all right? Because we see all kinds of things happening, okay? But, understanding the scriptures and understanding the prophecy, we know that the mark of the beast prophecy has to be fulfilled. The hour of temptation has to come first before the deliverance, before the destruction, okay? So always just be mindful of that. But here we have, in going back to Matthew 24 and verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And these things are all happening, okay? They truly are, right? All these are the beginning of sorrows. Yahushua said it, man. All these are the beginning of sorrows, because we're going into worse times. And the prophet Esdras let us know what kind of vision was given unto him by Yahweh Shemishai, what he saw. And the prophet Esdras said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Because of how terrible it is, that is coming. And this is the time of Jacob's trouble that is coming upon us as well. And when Jacob's trouble really hits its maximum point, it's going to be a terrible, terrible time. And our people are already feeling it already, man. And the world is feeling the beginning stages of these judgments, man. All right, we have all kinds of things that are happening, going on from the end of the year 2024 to now the start of the year 2025, and it's not even like a week into 2025, and we have all kinds of things going on, right? And right here, okay, the pestilence, right? Or at least narratives of it. But the thing about it is that, and the way I say it like that is because the situation in 2020 worldwide and how it was sold to the public and portrayed to the public isn't, y'all already know what it is, all right? Y'all already know what it is, because after all of these years, 5 years now, right? 5 years since then, right? News has come out as to the veracity of the entire situation, the solution that they provided for the situation that was happening, quote unquote, right? That solution, you know what that solution is, that they told everybody that they needed, okay? All kinds of news is coming out about that and how it has affected individuals and what it has truly done to the people, and all of that kind of stuff. But, the devil, which is the so-called white man, right? Remember, they rule this world, and they're getting ready to push what? Their NWO, right? Their new order under, of the world, right? And they're going to be doing all kinds of things and creating all kinds of chaos and confusion to usher in their system. And at the forefront of that system is the market chip, right? And while all of these other things are going on, the mass inflation, okay, the other situations that people are experiencing, like over there in America, they're experiencing this fog, this mysterious fog that individuals are reporting that it is not like a normal fog, and other individuals have reported that they have become, um, you know, they've fallen under the weather due to this fog, and everybody's like, where is this coming from, right? So that's even just like this mysterious thing that is occurring, okay? And then you have the situation that they keep on pushing right now, right? The new one, because they want, you see that this is how this devil works, man. Okay, they were warning us about a next one that is to come after the one that happened in 2020, and now they have all of these situations popping off in 2025 and the end of 2024, and they've been building these narratives, right? And so, because of the scriptures as it is written, right, we know that plague and pestilence are truly coming, right, that will ravage the world, that will do true destruction to the world, right? And perhaps these that are coming now will be those right there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we have in China, you just type in China into Google, HMPV outbreak reported in China. What is HMPV? China steps up emergency measures amid new virus outbreaks. So China, okay, they have declared a state of emergency because they are having multiple outbreaks of what are pestilences, you know, and the people there are being affected. Everything that you see here, they're wearing masks once again. China calls HMPV outbreak winter occurrence. India says don't panic, okay? After China, HMPV cases now rise in Malaysia. Public asked to remain vigilant, and that's 2 hours ago. So you see, so China, it's in China. They've declared a state of emergency, right? And then now it's in Malaysia. Okay, the narrative is the same song and dance as before. It's in one place, and then it spreads to other places, and then it just keeps on spreading and keeps on spreading. Okay, but the way I'm observing this, right, the devil is really bringing in all kinds of different things at this moment in time, right? Okay, because you have this situation in China, and then it says China plays down HMPV surge, and it's saying safe to travel. Yahoo has reported on it a day ago. What is HMPV? New virus explained in China. New virus outbreak in China explained. 2 days ago from Times of India, another P brewing in China. All you need to know about human metapneumovirus. Okay. And then you have from Twitter talking about it. Union Health Ministry convenes joint monitoring group meeting in view of rising causes of respiratory illnesses in China in the past few weeks. China is experiencing a surge in infections of a respiratory virus leading to overcrowded hospitals, emergency measures, and public concerns about an outbreak. The virus, human metapneumovirus HMPV, spiked in northern Chinese provinces this winter. Okay, and this is what they're pushing, man. This is the new narrative that they're pushing. Hospitals in China overwhelmed by surging HMPV patients, raising concerns about a new epidemic. Remember, let's not forget the devil said that a new one will become. They let us know that they're going to push out a new one. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shemishai is in control of all things. And so Yahweh Shemishai is in control of all things. And then Yahweh Shemishai has created this devil, right? So-called white man, the Edomites. And this Edomite has been used as a sword upon the world and upon our nation, the Israelites, right? Esau was given the blessing of the sword. And in Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4, it says that he took peace from the earth, right? Actually, let me just get it, man. In Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4, it says, and there went out another horse that was red. This is talking about Esau, Edom. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, right? That great sword, which he's getting ready to use the fullness of his blessing of that sword in these last days, especially. And that's why in Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So he's coming with great wrath. The devil, the Edomites. All right. The wicked elite of Esau, Edom, they've had their plans for several decades, and they want to get this thing going. All right. A lot of them are getting old. Some of them are dropping out. You know, and they've been working on it for so long, and I'm sure they're very eager to like push and get it started. You know, which is already started. You know what I'm saying? It really has. It's just that it's going to rapidly increase into these sorrows that Yahushua spoke about. And this devil knows he has a short time because his kingdom is coming to an end. So these narratives are all playing out. And then I was curious, you know, as to what this thing is called, right? And so I went to Google, and it's called the avian metapneumovirus, right? Now when I saw avian, I was like, hold on a second. The other thing that they're pushing right now, which is this bird flu, is called the avian influenza, right? But this avian metapneumovirus, also known as turkey rhinotracheotis or swollen head syndrome, causes a variety of disease syndromes in birds, depending on the bird species and virus. Okay, so that's what it says here. They said that it's been around since X time, and they list what's all of that information, as you can see right there. And then I went to this because I've been keeping up with this bird flu situation, because I mean they're continuously building the narrative on it. Okay. You have top stories. Ex-FDA chief says Biden mishandling bird flu, urges swift action from Trump. And then the bird flu has affected why eggs are expensive and scarce in Washington, right? And I saw an article, no, not an article, I saw an image of a brand out here in Jamaica, right, called Kefir, right? And I tried to find it again, but I can't find it. But they announced that they're unable, basically they're having milk shortages, right? And I do believe that one of the things that the bird flu has affected are the cattle, right? If I'm remembering correctly. So when the cattle are affected and the milk are affected, then they're going to have milk shortages. And then when the birds are affected, you're going to have affected, you're going to have egg shortages and chicken shortages and those kind of shortages. And then I had to look for it, but see, I can't even find news on it right now. But let me type in a keyword, because I believe I did find an article. It's not coming up. All right, so I was able to find it by typing in Kefir Jamaica, and here it is. A month ago, right, it says that raw milk recall in California expands after tests detect more bird flu virus, right? So now, because I saw that image like maybe a day ago or even yesterday, I think it was. So now it's affecting the food supply, which, a shortage of food leads to famine. Price increases also affect people's ability to make purchases, and then when you have the inflation that's happening, people will be able to buy less food. All these kinds of things. I mean, a plethora of things can affect the food supply and bring in the famine. War as well, will bring that in, and all this kind of stuff. So these are all things in the pipeline. And then of course, with this situation in China, with the state of emergency, a state of emergency has been declared in California. Recent events have declared a state of emergency in Louisiana, right, due to the those situations. Y'all know about that. All right. And then even here, in severe bird flu cases, the virus can mutate as it lingers in the body. And these are just the judgments of Yahweh Shemishar really starting to ramp up, right? US injects 306 million into bird flu fight as concerns mount. Okay. Eyeing the potential of the outbreak They're saying it could merge with seasonal flu to make mutated virus that could spread among who? Humans. CDC warns. So here we go. Straight from the devil's mouth. The CDC is letting people know. And this is something that Esau Edom does, right? This is a part of their rituals on the left hand side. You know, the left hand side working with wickedness and witchcraft and all of that kind of stuff. I forget exactly what it's called, but they do this kind of ritual where they intentionally let people know of things to come by putting it in media, right? Film, etc. And then they let it like come to pass in a way. It always slips my mind what that ritual is that they do. But they're doing it and it's here. And so the judgments of Yahweh Shemish are at hand. Really, that's what's at the forefront of it all. Okay? So there's just so much going on. Egg prices soar amid bird flu outbreak. Yep. And you know, when prices increase for one thing, they increase for other things, right? It's not just like food prices that increase, but also material to build things, services that people provide, because people need to be able to keep up with the inflation as well. So everything just goes up, man. Okay, and so we're in those terrible times, right? And you know, the scriptures say that we're in perilous times indeed. Okay, perilous times. And the scriptures also say that to redeem the times because the days are evil. Okay, 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, and we are in those last days, right? The last days of this kingdom. So this kingdom is going to be falling in an extremely dramatic manner like no other kingdom before. And let's not forget the judgments that Yahweh Shemi Shai brought upon ancient Egypt. And there's no new thing under the sun. So Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to be bringing severe judgment to this world, and things are going to ramp up to a level that people are just going to be so terrified, man. Okay? And that's what it says in Jacob's trouble. Faces turn into paleness. And in 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 17, going back to the prophet Esdras, as I mentioned earlier, he said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the poor shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come, right? The beginning of famine and great death, great death, because the days are coming where people are going to be falling out rapidly, okay? People are going to be losing people. You know, some people haven't really experienced like trauma of loved ones passing. And truth be told, I'm one of those people, man. I have never had anybody in my immediate family perish. You know what I'm saying? At like a young age or anything like that. I've never experienced that in my entire life. Okay? Yes, I've had a grandparent, my father's father passed, you know, when I was very young, you know, but since then, nobody from my immediate family has passed. Not aunt, uncle, cousin, mother or father, nobody. And there are other people who also have never experienced this. You know what I'm saying? But the days are coming where you're going to see them start falling out, man. You know? And these things are going to bug a lot of people out. Okay? And if you don't have wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, you're going to bug out, because the scriptures say that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. Right? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of times. I believe the word stability in it, right, goes back to faith. So if you don't have any faith in Yahweh Shemi Shai, you're going to obviously bug out when all these things are happening. I mean, it says great death, right? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Great death. People shall be cast out as dung. The earth shall be wasted, the city shall be cast down. It is going to be absolute chaos in the entire world in every city, in every country, on every continent. It's going to be chaos. And it is only the elect of the nation of Israel that will have the Spirit put upon us, right? As I believe I'm a part of the hopeful elect, okay? So the Spirit will be upon us from Yahweh Shemishai to be able to endure these days. And the scriptures say, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right? But you have some people, that may be straddling the fence or whatever. And some people will be convinced in the later days, in certain times to come, man. Some people of the elect will be more convinced when, things start to get worse and stuff like that, But they would have already believed, because like the time of Acts is coming again, right? So the scriptures do say to make no tarry. Ecclesiasticus I'm looking for. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, right? So, really and truly, now is the time when I'm observing the times. But everybody's story is different, right? And let's not forget in Revelation chapter 7 that the angels are placed there until the 144,000 are sealed, and then that's when they will loose the destruction and the calamities, right? So when observing the times, we're very close. All right. But yeah, man, the scriptures also say to seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he's near, because right now, just like in the day of Noah, right, that was a physical ark, and Noah was telling the people of the judgments to come, and they didn't believe. And right now, the same thing is playing out again. The prophets are here, letting the people know what's up, and there's a spiritual ark that is being built, right? And it will be the elect of the nation of Israel that will be housed and protected within that spiritual ark, okay? But yeah, man, there are no ifs, ands, or buts about this truth. Now is the time. Yesterday was the time. A week ago was the time. But it really is time to, but that's really a spirit that is given unto you by Yahweh Shemishai regardless. So pray for mercy and repent. All right? And hope for salvation. So that's all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, Bashem Kodesh. Shalom.